Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. If you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. And if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Violet, and today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you how I made these DIY fall decor pieces using Dollar Tree items. These are really simple to make and really fast also. So the first thing we're going to be using are the bottom parts of the round baskets you can purchase at Dollar Tree. Now these I had saved from a previous project that I didn't use these parts, which are the bottom parts. So I decided to go ahead and use them today, making some fall decor pieces. So what we're going to do is basically just shape them, try to kind of shape them as best as possible to form a pumpkin. So I just kind of got my pliers and started adjusting and making a more oval shape towards the top part, just to make it look again more like a pumpkin. So just go ahead and continue moving your round wire part around just to adjust it to make it look more like a pumpkin, make it more as a dome by moving the center part upwards. So once you're done doing that, go ahead and get one of these wood stick pieces you can get from Dollar Tree as well. There's a huge bag. And basically, I want to say for this size, because there is about 3 different sizes of the wood sticks that you can get. This is the medium one, and I want to say there's at least a good 50 pieces of wood pieces in there. So you can do quite a few projects using one of those bags. So as you can see, all I did was glue them onto the top of my pumpkin. Now I'm going to get this jute twine that's wired and go ahead and cut a piece out. And I'm just going to use my finger to wrap around the wire jute twine to form kind of like a little swirl. And you can make it as big or as little as you like. Now I kept this part on so you could see that once you do cut it, you should add a little bit of glue at the end because it will unravel from the wire. So just go ahead and make sure that as soon as you cut it, just add a little bit of hot glue towards the end. And what I do is I just grab my finger and kind of flatten it so you won't see that dot of hot glue. So just twist it around and flatten it, and then you're good to go so it won't unravel. So once you're done doing that, go ahead and make 2 of them, one for each pumpkin, or as many as you like. I just made 1 for each pumpkin. And here I am just adding that little dot of glue, twisting it around my finger again, just the size that you like. Go ahead and cut it. And what I do is I cut it with my pliers so I can cut into that wiring. Then I just grab my scissors and cut it, the jute twine. So once you're done doing that, what you're going to do is just set those aside, and we're going to grab some leaves. Now you can use any kind of leaves if you want greenery, any kind you have. I'm just going to use this fall leaf stem that I purchased at Dollar Tree, and all I'm going to do is just cut off the smaller leaves that are on here because there's 2 different sizes, so I just grabbed the smallest size. And I cut 2 for each pumpkin. And here I am just trying to figure out if I want to add the same color on each pumpkin or how I want to make them. I ended up deciding just adding 1 of each color because 1 is green and 1 is more of a yellow tone. So I just went ahead and glued them together and then just attached them to the top right by the pumpkin stem. And just glue them whichever way you like. Basically, this is your taste of how you want to glue them on, or you can even eliminate the leaves all by themselves. So just go ahead and add a dot of glue and then just kind of glue it right underneath the stem or as close as possible to the stem. Next, what I did was I just grabbed that little twist that we made and I inserted it into one of the openings and just grabbed my pliers and twisted it towards the back. Since it does have wiring, it was really easy just to twist it and for it to stay in place. And just adjust it to make sure that you like the way it looks and the size and how it's going to lay. And then all I did was grab some of these berries, and these are these fall berries. And what I did was just grab a little piece of one of the stems. As you can see, it's just a small little piece. And then I glued it on right where the leaves are at. Now I thought this was a little bit too big once I glued it on. So what I did was just grab my scissors and cut the top part and just snipped it off of these berries. And I ended up gluing that small piece that I cut off right on next to the other berries, or right next to my stem on the opposite side. And there you have it, an adorable pumpkin. Now you can leave it as is, or you can even add something to hang it with. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that until towards the end. So what I ended up doing was making 2 of them. Again, these are just extra pieces that I had of the wiring baskets in on my little storage area. So if you don't have any of these, you can go ahead and just grab a basket from Dollar Tree and just cut off the bottom part, because that's what this is, the bottom part of your baskets. And this is the round size. And then all I did was the same thing, add my leaves. Then I'm adding my little twist around, inserting it into one of the openings, using my pliers to basically twist it around towards the back to make sure it stays nice and secure and in place. Then I grabbed my berries again and just a little piece of it, and snipped that into 2 pieces, and then glued one on either side of my stem, right on top of the leaves, and then right on top or right next to my little twist. You can't get any easier than that, but these are so adorable, and you can add them onto bookshelves, into your trays, tier trays, or if you want to hang them, all you have to do is just grab a jute twine, insert it into one of the openings of your wiring, and then just tie a knot. And then do that to both ends, and there you have your hanging device in order to hang these up on your wall or inside a pantry or wherever you like to hang or add that little touch of fall into your style. So there you have it, your first DIY really simple fall decor piece. So for our second fall decor piece, what I decided to do, and I got inspired by shopping at Joann's, and I saw that they had all their fall decor pieces out, and I saw something similar to this, and I thought, oh wow, I can do this so easily. So what I did was I basically printed out a leaf. You can print out any kind of style of leaf. I just Googled fall leaves, and I cut one out. Then I'm going to get my hot glue gun and get some parchment paper or wax paper, put it over my printout, and then just basically trace it out with my hot glue gun. And another thing is at Dollar Tree, they do have the glitter glue sticks. So if you wanted to make this more glamorous, you could get one of those glitter glue sticks and do the same thing, trace out your leaf, but it would just be the glitter style. So that's something if you have more of that glam style going for fall. So all I did again was just trace out all the lines from my leaf, and you can use any kind of leaf. You can do 2 or 3 leaves if you want together. I used about 2.5 glue sticks for 1 leaf, and that's because after I traced it out one time, I let it dry a little bit and then traced it out again. So I layered it just to give it more of a thicker design, but it depends on how thick you want your leaf to look, or the outlining. So you can do 2 outlines or 1, and it would be perfectly fine. Here I am just doing it again, and it does dry pretty quickly, but I would say let it dry. If you do 2 layers or more, let it dry for at least a good hour, just to make sure that it's completely dry before you go to the next step. I'm not quite decorating for fall just yet, but I am starting to make some DIYs. Are you guys already decorating for fall? I saw some people on Instagram already taking out their fall decor pieces and adding it to their home. So I'm not sure if I want to do that just yet. I think I'm going to wait until sometime in the middle of September. But I did want to go ahead and get a head start and start making some fall decor pieces so I can have them ready. So next, after you lit your fall leaf, just go ahead and set it aside and allow it to dry. What I did was get one of these hanging square decor pieces from Dollar Tree, and they always have different styles of these. I flipped mine over and just painted it black. And again, you can paint it any color you like. I just grabbed some black paint from Apple Barrel and just painted 2 coats onto the backing of this picture in order for it to have an even coat and for you not to see any of the brown from the bottom. So just go ahead and give it 2 good even coats, allowing it to dry in between each coat. And again, you can paint this any color you'd like. You can do it yellow, orange, rustic color. I know the terracotta color is really popular right now, so it might be something you would want to do. When you're done painting your picture, just go ahead and set it aside and allow it to dry. Now, this is the way the leaf looks once you pull it off your wax paper. What I decided to do was grab some of this khaki color from Apple Barrel, and I just painted over my design. And you can do this again with any color you like. I just went ahead and did it the fall light colors since I know I was going to have the black background. So I just went ahead and just painted it and allowed it to dry. And again, this dried really quickly. And for where I'm going to use these at, I just made 2 of these wall plaques, but I believe you can make any amount you like. I think it would look really pretty if you maybe have a set of 4 or a set of 6 in your entryway hanging up. I think that would look so pretty and so elegant. Very modern farmhouse style, if you ask me. I think it would go even into the boho style. I know a lot of people say they don't really enjoy the boho style, but I think the boho style mixed in with your farmhouse looks absolutely beautiful. So once you're done painting your leaf and you allow it to dry, go ahead and set it onto your plaque. Now, as you can see, I do have some brown dots on my plaque because I didn't allow my leaf to dry before I went on to this next step. So go ahead and make sure that you do allow your leaf to completely dry. I would say at least a good 30 minutes before you add it onto your plaque. But don't worry, all I did was grab a napkin and just wipe off that paint when I was done adding my leaf to my plaque. And as you can see, the way I'm adding it on is just adding little dots of glue throughout my leaf just to make sure that it stays in place. Since this is hot glue, you can even just tap your hot glue gun to it and it will start melting. So you don't need a lot of hot glue. Then next, all I did was grab some jute twine and just insert it into the openings again so I can hang my plaque. Remove all of those extra glue hairs that I call them and make sure that it's all nice and clean. And there you have it, a beautiful fall wall decor piece. So which one is your favorite and which one are you going to do? I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.